This video is about to get very surgical, so stay with me. When I think about 616 in LA, not only is it an incredible rap song, the lyrics are fantastic, all that good stuff, right? Scathing diss, blah, blah, blah. It's more of a cautionary tale now that we're seeing the way things are unfolding for Drake. I think one of the main messages in that song was that the people who are around you are in it for the money. They're in it for the connections. They don't genuinely care about you and they don't genuinely want to be around you. As a matter of fact, they're plotting your downfall as we speak. But you're so arrogant, you're probably not gonna believe it because it came from me. And it's crazy because if you fast forward to today, this is mainly all Drake has been rapping about since this battle took place. Drake and his team has consistently tried to convince everybody that Drake is unflustered, he's unbothered, and nothing's been going on. But his music tells a different story. And I think the music tells the story of somebody who has bought his relationships, who has used his influence to inflate his relationships, and has really pretty much love bombed people. Not just the women in his life with the relationships, but love bomb people with gifts and all these different things. And in return believes that they are now supposed to be loyal to him under any circumstance. Drake believes that if he supports you, if he buys you something, if he helps support your album, if he gives you a feature, you are now forever indebted to him, and going against him is betrayal. For example, this dude still can't believe it's been a year plus. This dude still is baffled that LeBron James went to the pop out. As if LeBron James isn't a fan of his music and Kendrick Lamar's music. He was constantly trying to put LeBron in a position to where he had to be on his side. And what I have to ask is, what made you believe that LeBron would only be on your side? A lot of people would say, oh, LeBron and Drake call each other brothers and family, boom, boom. Bruh, these people are living completely different lives than you and me are. These are business relationships most of the time, dog. These people don't give a fuck about each other, and they'd be the first person to throw the other person under the bus if it came down to it. I mean, let's be real here. On top of this, we don't even know Kendrick Lamar's relationship with LeBron James. Relationships don't always gotta be platformed. And I say that to say that building authentic relationships is so important, because if you don't build your relationships authentically, you are gonna end up like Drake. You're gonna end up like Drake, looking at somebody who's your LeBron, thinking, wait a minute, didn't I show up to one of your games? Didn't I boom, boom? Why aren't you riding with me into the sunset? And that's because the relationship wasn't built authentically. It was built through some other shit. Then you look at the other side, and these relationships are built authentically. There's real documented history that has nothing to do with the fact that one is powerful and one isn't. No, these guys all these years later are still tied in. You ain't heard one bit of drama, one bit of bullshit ever leak this circle, ever. And that's what happens when you build authentic relationships. And not only building authentic relationships, but making sure that your character is at the forefront in these relationships as often as possible. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, you see what I'm saying? So I'm not finna get on here and say Drake is the only person to ever make a mistake in a friendship or whatever. But what I'm saying is, you can tell when people have a great sense of character based on the people who have been around them for a long time. And when you look at the way Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, and J-Rod and Kendrick, the way they all talk about each other, the way they all give it up for each other and show love, this is authenticity. Then you look on the other side, when Drake talk about his real friends, he talking about niggas like Metro Boomin and Future. Niggas who he did not know before he got into the industry. Niggas is too deep into the game to be talking about, oh, you're not my real friends. It's the industry, bruh. It's the industry. Y'all saw how everybody was acting when that whole Diddy situation was going down. Everybody was finna throw each other under the bus, bruh. These niggas don't give a fuck about each other. They got their own lives. So when I see people buy into this, oh, they betrayed Drake and boo, and all this different stuff, bruh, these guys were already established before they met, bro. It's different, dog. It's different. Even when you look at his transactional relationships, like with DJ Academics, DJ Academic's been a double agent. He been trying to show up for Drake this whole time, but you know some of them times that he spoiled information or whatever, spun a narrative about Drake, you know that was intentional. Even when we look at a dude like Top 5, this dude was bailed out by Drake, and he still done had moments on social media where he either throwing subs at Drake or he getting on streams talking about crimes and all this different stuff that could potentially put Drake in a bad position. It's like, bruh, these are the fruits of your labor. And in this new song, he's still talking about LeBron going to the pop out. But he's spinning it in a way where he making it seem like LeBron was riding his wave back in the day. And I'm like, bruh, we was all alive back then. But this is somebody they want to make you believe got backstabbed because he really cared about these people. Nah, you don't spin a narrative like this if you really gave, let's be honest, bro. Take a look, bro. Who's really doing the D-writing here? Let's be honest. Let's be real. But that's what is going on. They spin the narrative and they're expecting this new generation to pick up on these narratives because they wasn't there, but we was there. We know who was, come on, bruh. I'm not even a huge LeBron James fan, but we're not even gonna sit here and act like that. That's crazy. It's too much evidence of Drake having completely transactional relationships with people and knowing that he has transactional relationships with people. But if they don't stand by him in all measures, all of a sudden it's a cry me a river. At this point, it's no coming back, dog. The lawsuit, you can't even be rated. You couldn't even be rated when you wasn't writing your rhymes, but all the way up to the lawsuit, I can't even count the shit bro was writing. You see what I'm saying? So, but thank y'all for watching. If y'all love bars, like real bars and real rap, check out the 106 and Park freestyle we just dropped. The people loving it. I think you would love it too. But thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Especially if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Especially if you've been watching and you ain't hit subscribe yet. What you doing? Come on. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night. Oh yeah.